tonight, we get to see two of these great offenses in this one.
What a treat. The fast pace that these teams play with really wear you down defensively, and the way offenses can space the floor and spread you out, boy, it's fun to watch, but it's certainly hard to defend.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Ball with a wide open look and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
And how about the power of out of the court
Side of the rim.
Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time for Middleton. Giannis drives in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Bledsoe looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Here's Holiday. Rebound, Milwaukee. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston. Now here's Matthews, guarded closer. Here's Antetokounmpo. Again, Giannis missing. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. A 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Kevin, I really think it's important that that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the 3-point shot.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
That free throw good from Bledsoe. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Williamson. 23 points his last outing. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock.
Commendations to Wesley Matthews for the defense. Always hustling and scrapping, doing whatever he... Oh, what a dunk!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I got a few minutes to catch up with Alvin Gentry. You mentioned the player who, at times, goes overlooked. Sharpshooting swingman, Chris Middleton. Coach said he can give you a quiet 20 without breaking a sweat. And all he wants them to do, Kevin, is keep close track of Middleton all game long.
Okay, David, thanks. Holiday against Matthews. Holiday gets gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Favors with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. Ingram with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition. Just is unflappable, drawing contact easily on these kinds of shot attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Lopez, no luck. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Williamson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ball kicks to Holiday. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Ball, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
A wide open look here for Lopez. Offline with his 3. Ball against Bledsoe. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Giannis passes to Middleton. Yep, that one goes.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
Outside Holiday. Back to Ball. Outside Favors. Holiday dishes to Favors. From outside the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year. 2.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Ball against Giannis. And the Pelicans miss again.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare. Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Stolen by Bledsoe. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And contact knocked down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Because of his strength and his athleticism, he kind of burrows his way inside and gets contact because he's looking for it. No fear from Bledsoe there.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender.
The relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
That shot off, so the Pelicans will take it the other way.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And the Bucks making a change here. Hill's checked in. Ball stolen. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Hart the pass to Reddick. From deep three-point range. No good there.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Hill against Jackson. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And now it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Jackson. Lopez with the steal. Jackson against Hill. DiVincenzo kept alive. Here's Lopez. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Bucks lead by 14. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Bucks?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Hill finds Lopez. It's back to Hill. The Bucks working the ball around. Ilyasova passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Ilyasova. It's rebounded by Hayes.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Jackson passes to Reddick. To the wing right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. 1:27 left to play here in the first. Pass to DiVincenzo. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
And that one drops for him.
He has the ability to get to the basket, too. Like seeing Redick put it on the deck and get it done off the dribble.
Here's Connaughton. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. A different look for Milwaukee. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Outside Hill. Here's DiVincenzo. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. DiVincenzo's got 7 points.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Redick with the bucket.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
It's good. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Redick's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Got to get out on Redick. The range he has is in the gym light. Ridiculous, capable of torching you from right there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, you know, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And, Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Pelican 5 right now. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. And it's Melli in at the power forward. Here's DiVincenzo. It's back to Hill. To the inside. Here's Lopez over Okafor. And Okafor with the block.
You've got to be cautious when Okafor's in the area. I mean, he's a giant. Not only is he big, but he's long. And that helps him block shots because of his good timing, too.
Well, we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jackson looking it over. Hart the pass to Jackson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Redick, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Marvin Williams.
A little bit of savvy on the part of Redick there. Gets his man into a bad position and then forces him to commit the foul. Guys, J.J. Redick is much more than just a standstill shooter. I mean, his movement without the ball and his quick trigger release, a very deadly combination.
The free throw drops for Redick. And Clark, as good as he is playing off the ball, Reddick can handle and even create some for his teammates.
Yeah, I like the fact that Reddick has added that to his package, Kevin, because initially he was just a catch-and-shoot guy, but he's smart, he's tough, and he's actually steady and comfortable with the ball in his hand.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Hill. Over to the wing. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got 10 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Reddick for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. From past the arc, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days, and as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Reddick shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Reddick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And both free throws good for Reddick.
Boy, Reddick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
Williams kicks to Middleton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And the Bucks lead by 9.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Ingram attacking. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Lonzo Ball is checked in for J.J. Redick. Here's Ball. And again, New Orleans has no up.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example setter. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Fourth, Lonzo Ball.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple.
great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Bucks leading by 11. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Ball dishes to Ingram. Fires from 14. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Ball finds Holiday. Floats one up, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up. And like many big men in the league, Clark, as he's aged, Marvin Williams has relied more on his outside shooting.
You know, he's been in the league a long time, guys, but when he first came in back in the mid-2000s, there was less emphasis on forwards being able to shoot the ball from outside. Give him a lot of credit for adjusting to the league and honing a shot that has always been a skill that's been part of his package. He can knock down the deep shot now.
And that one falls for Williams. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
And the Bucks making a change here. Matthews is checked in. And both free throws good for Williams.
Yeah, you know what you admire about Williams at this stage in his career, a veteran guy with some versatility, is that he's a nice, solid role player.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Lopez, he's checked in for Williams.
A moment here to see the numbers for Holiday. 9th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Williamson with it. Giannis is there. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Matthews. That one wide left.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Holiday against Matthews. Right side Holiday. Pass the ball. On the clock. Over Bledsoe. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. The kick out to Holiday. And at last they get one to fall. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Williamson dishes to Favors. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Out to Ingram. And there's the pass to Williamson. Now here is Holiday. Lopez with the block. Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Outside Holiday. Got a piece of it. Matthews with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Puts it up. Back to ball. The tray. And the Pelicans get it back. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Matthews against Holiday. Ball feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram kicks the ball. Drops in the tray. Ball's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's a good example there from Ball of being under control. You know, he knew the clock was running low, yet he still finds a way to make sure the shot he takes is a good one.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for Drew Holiday. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
And so he makes both from the line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Let's go. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Ingram really graceful with the catch and shoot jumper. His lightning quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Bledsoe against Ball. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 10 points in the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And here is Ball. 10 points for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Matthews passes to Giannis. Now Matthews. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Favors. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Oh, sweet move there, taking the defender off the dribble and then just cruising in for the layup.
Here's Bledsoe. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Ball finds Ingram. Over Matthews. And it's Ingram missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Inside. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with a victory.
Good job by Bledsoe to lay into that defender. That's what we call putting the wood on.
Matthews with the steal. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
Get open, get open.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Passes to Connaughton. Outside Hill. Here's DiVincenzo. 10 points for him. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Redick. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Matthews showing you not only can he steal the ball, he excels at turning those steals into points at the other end.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
First one falls for him. Clark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Holiday. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Ball. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Holiday. And Favors kicks to Ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ball's got 15.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Ingram against Middleton. Pass to Bledsoe. Clock at 6. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Ball dishes to Ingram. Holiday against Matthews. From deep. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. And the dunk by Williamson.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And that one misses. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And the rejection by Giannis. Bledsoe with it. 12 points for him. The dish to Lopez. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. He kicks it to Holiday. Gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And he can't get the first one. And the Bucks with some changes. Marvin Williams is checked in front of Antetokounmpo, and it's Korver in for Matthews. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
You can't allow Bledsoe that kind of position. I mean, he's extremely effective in the paint.
Here's Ingram. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to Lopez. He dishes it to Middleton. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Holiday against Korver. And here is Ball. 15 points in the game. A floater. Lopez with the block. Favors and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
The first free throw is good. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. And so Favors nails both of them. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Bledsoe. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday is running. They grabbed their own miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
The pass to Korver. Kicks to Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. This is to Lopez. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Favors. Lopez against Ingram. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
Virtually unfair. Actually, I'd say it is unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the pumpkin like that.
Bledsoe against Ball. No good from Bledsoe. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Korver. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Ball. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 15 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
First free throw is good. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. He doesn't get the second one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. And he converts the layup.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Here's Hill. That one's off. Still out of sync. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Redick kicks to Jackson. Back to Redick. Fires for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Redick's got 14.
It's the main strength in Redick's game, his three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Williams. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Kyle Korver. Here's DiVincenzo. 10 points for him. Outside Hill. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. No good on that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Passes it to Hayes. Here's Hart. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Jackson against Hill. And Lopez has it in the corner. Here's DiVincenzo, covered by Redick, trying to get something going. That one a little long.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it. Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Now Ilyasova. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Hayes. They get it again. Goes up again. It's deflected. On the wing, Jackson. Here's the three. A rebound by the Bucks. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Shot clock at 6. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 10.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Back to Jackson. Shoots from the elbow. A putback. It's good on the putback. Hayes has got his second bucket tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Offensive rebound. Lopez. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
Hart the pass to Hayes. He kicks it to Jackson. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Hill, covered by Hayes. Lopez against Jackson. Good work there as it goes. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Now here's Redick. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer. And the 3 ball is good. Redick's got 19 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
It's tipped. Now here's Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Basket, good.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Jackson against Hill. To the wing on the left. Here's DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Williamson out there with Hart, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
Holiday surveying the floor, and the wide open shot from Redick. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 17. Hill passes to Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ball movement is really crucial to this team, and Hill always keeps his head moving, looking for the open teammate.
Outside Holiday. Outside Redick. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Redick's got 22 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Ilyasova kicks to Giannis. Shoots the 3. Headed with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Matthews. The shot by Holiday, no good. Milwaukee leading by 18. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Good D by Holiday. Pelicans trail by 18. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Antetokounmpo. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally want to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Lonzo Ball comes in for J.J. Redick. Williamson, the pass to Favors. The dish to Williamson. Ball against Matthews. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Holiday. They get the rebound. Favors dishes to Williamson. And pushing it up Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball finds Ingram. Can they get it? And it's good off the back rim and in.
The nice shooting ability of Ingram makes that mid-range J a quality shot.
Middleton outside. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important. Business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple of years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Tell you what, if you're going to hit Bledsoe, you really got to give it to him, because when you don't, he just works through that contact.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
They get a hand on it. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Pass the ball. Shot clock at 5. No good on the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Ingram. Top of the key ball. Bledsoe against Holiday. And he's good on the 3 ball. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Offensive rebound. Matthews scanning the floor. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Bucks with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Matthews. Moore with it. Out left to the wing. Okafor dishes to Moore. Shoots. No good on the shot. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Williams. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Ingram. And again, no good by New Orleans. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Korver against Moore. Bledsoe for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lopez with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Feeds to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
And Moore kicks to Ingram. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Korver against Moore. Williams with the block. Outside Korver. Pass to DiVincenzo. And Okafor with the block. The pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Off target with his 3. And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
So it's the Pelicans now. Alexander Walker passes to Okafor. Kicks it to Ingram. Over Brown. Good on the baseline, Jay. 14 points for Brandon Ingram.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's Lopez. Those 3-pointers off the mark. New Orleans has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Melly passes to Alexander Walker. Passes it to Okafor. Here's Alexander Walker. Lopez covering. Clock at 4. Ingram passes to Melly. And the 3 off target. Milwaukee leading by 23. Lopez outside. From downtown. Lopez with another miss. 1:24 left in the 4th quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And through consistent adjustments in this season series, they're going to come away with another victory here tonight, completing a 3-0 sweep for the year against New Orleans.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Pass to Williams. Brown feeling out a bit. Korver gets a wide open look. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Ingram outside. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's